Thanks for joining us today on Envision, where we are talking with Dr. Brian Maher, our superintendent of the Sioux Falls Public Schools. One of the big tasks in the Sioux Falls School District is always the budget. It's a never-ending process. We are coming up on a date later in the month to tentatively adopt that budget. Take us through the process. It's a long one.
Well, I don't know why this hit my mind, but as soon as you were saying that, I thought of my youngest daughter just got married very recently.
Right.
And somebody was talking about the wedding ring, and it has no beginning and no end.
Right.
And as you were speaking, I'm going, that's the budget. That's the budget.
Wow, although we could think of that as a wedding ring.
Yeah. Think of it more in line with there's always some phase of this budget and actually already some phase of the next budget. We're in the budget for the 2016 and 17 school year, and we're looking very quickly here at adopting a budget for the 2017-18 school year. So we're working with two budgets at the same time, and there are a lot of cycles that go along with putting those budgets together. So maybe I don't know about the wedding ring and budget.
We're married to the budget, right?
Well, we
are.
We really are. But it is something that takes a lot of time and takes a whole lot of pieces to bring it together. You know, one of the big pieces that needs to happen is, first of all, for us to learn from the folks in Pierre how much money we're going to have to put the budget together. And you know, this year across the state, it's a lean year for everybody. It's a lean year for state government. And so in terms of K-12, we're getting far less than we hoped. But honestly, I got to give credit to our legislators for giving us more than they had to give us. It's a small amount, but they didn't even have to give us that small amount. So that's what we have to work with, and that's a big piece of our budget. So we know what we have, and we can put our budget together from there. That's the piece of next year's budget that we're just getting going with right here.
Talking about now.
From that, salaries. We always talk about teacher salaries, but teachers make up just over half of the employees in the school system. So we've got salaries across the board that will more than eat up the increase that we're going to get for the coming year. So that's a really important piece. And then we've always got money in reserve, the rainy day fund that we all have at some level in our households. And that organizations have as well. And we continue to spend that down. In fact, we're getting to the point where we're spending it down maybe past our level of comfort. So we're going to have to think about, are we comfortable with that point, or aren't we? But before I get too doom and gloom, we're going to be in good shape again next year financially. Todd Veek and all of the folks in the finance department do a wonderful job for our city, for our school system. And so we're going to be in good shape next year. Our teachers are going to get raises again this year. They're really going to outpace the amount of money we're getting from Pierre. We think we can do that one more year. And we think that because they deserve that.
Absolutely.
And then we'll see just how comfortable we are with how we're spending down our reserve.
Right. One budget is, as you pointed out at the beginning, we're never just looking at one budget, but there is a process and a plan where we're looking 5 years out for where that money might come from that is needed along the line. And that has really, that foreshadowing, that forethought has really helped us see where it's going to be extremely tight and where some years are going to be okay. So that's the foreshadowing you're talking about being okay.
It helps us immensely. I'll give you an example. We just finished negotiations with teachers for the coming year, and actually we put together a 5-year plan with our teachers. So as the economy ebbs and flows, as it does, we'll be able to ebb and flow with the economy. Of course, we always are looking for more money out of Pierre. But quite frankly, last year, this year, I think Pierre's done everything they can do for us. So for the legislators who serve our district and serve our state, I think we're just thankful again, and we wish it was more. But it's more than it has to be, and we've got to remember that as we think of the folks serving all of our state in Pierre.
obviously a difficult job for legislators when the money is not falling from the sky.
Right.
Also a difficult job for our teachers in the classrooms, trying to get to every one of their learners and make them successful as well, and working with their families to have a livable wage as well. So
Last year we happily gave our teachers more money. But we did it because we had to, but we did it happily. This year we don't have to, but we're going to do it again. Because they are the butter to our bread. The teacher in a classroom is so critically important that we're going to make sure that they're compensated fairly again this year.
wonderful. Well, good news, even though, again, out of here, a little bit leaner amount than we were hoping for, but in the end, we are sitting well in the Sioux Falls School District and looking forward to the future. Thanks for joining us today on Envision.